All right, boys and girls. Today we're going to use the calculator quite a bit. So be sure you grab your calculator. You'll be able to follow all my keystrokes with my little on-screen calculator here. Here are our notes. It's going to be pretty brief. If you take a look at the homework, you'll have two problems. The first one is we're going to find a given value. It's kind of hard to read. That's f of 8. F of 8. And then the second time the second part is we're gonna find three x values that have our given y value. So the first thing I'd love you to do is go ahead and put this into our calculator. So we're gonna go into our y equals, and we're gonna type in 2 plus 3, and then cosine. And then here's kind of the weird part. We gotta put pi over 9, and then we open another set of parentheses, and then put our variable, which in this case is x, and then minus 6, and then do two sets of closed parentheses. Come on, there we go. So then I go to graph, and you should get maybe a picture that looks like this. I'm kind of zoomed out a little bit, so I'll go and zoom back in once this finishes up here. And always to set our defaults as standard, zoom 6. And so hopefully your picture looks like this. One thing is you need to make sure, excuse me, your graph is in radians and not degrees. If it's in degrees, you're going to get kind of a different picture than you would as far as radians go. Anyway, so that's that. And then if we go back to our notes here, we're going to say when x is 8, what's y? Two ways to do that. We can do our second table. We can say, okay, well, our x is 8. Our x is 8, so my y, as you can see right here, is 4.298. So 4.298. And we're rounding to three decimal places after the decimal. So yeah, 4.298. That's why we're doing that. The reason why, AP test, that's what we do there. The other way to do that is to go into our graph. So go into our graph here. I'm going to press second trace and find the value. And my x is 8, where I said that. And my y, you see right there, 4.298. So two ways to do the same thing, whichever is more comfortable for you. Sometimes you might get a decimal. So let's say second trace, and the value is like 2.3. Okay. So I obviously can't go to my table the way it is. So I could change my table and do all that, or I can just do my value, x equals 2.3, and my y is, as you can see there, 2.862, blah, blah, blah. Two ways to do that. So that's that one. Our next part is, like I kind of said earlier, I want to figure out these points, the x values at those points when my y is 1.3. Okay, so write this down. We'll take a look at the window there. So it's kind of a reference point. You know, sometimes the window is cool just like it is, and sometimes we may have to change it a little bit. So we're going to go, this is our y1, and then we're going to do our y2 as f of x equals 1.3. So jump back into my y2, go down here, and put in y, or 1.3 rather. And as you can see, there's my graph, got my other line there. Now I want the first three positive, that's what the instructions say, find the first three positive values for x for the given value of f of x. So I only see one intersection, one right there. So I'm going to go to my window. Now I want positive x's, so I'm not really too concerned about negatives. So I'm going to change that to 0. Let's just try 40 and see where that gets us. I'm not going to change anything else because I don't really think I need to. So I go to my graph here. My calculator takes a little longer to graph. It's color, it's computer program. I'm trying to do a bunch of other stuff at once. And here comes 1.3. So I got boom, boom, and boom. Last thing I'm going to do there is I'm going to press second trace. I'm going to press intersect. Okay, so here's the part that you might just want to watch the screen and then do it with me. So first curve, yes, enter. Second curve is my straight line, yes, enter. So then the third part, it says guess, and so I want the calculator to, I want the calculator to guess. Come on, listen to me. I'm going to arrow all the way over, there we go. Arrow all the way over to where they intersect for the first time. I'm going to press enter, and I get 0.825. So my first one is 0.825. Okay, and you do that two more times. So second trace yet again. Maybe you can follow along with me this time. 5, and then enter, and then I'm going to arrow over Arrow over. Come on, arrow over to my next intersection. Come on. Come on. There we go. Enter. Boom. 11.174. 11.174. And then, or is it 5? Round 3. It's 5. My bad. And then the last thing is just, doing the same thing one more time. So, second trace, we go to 5, we press enter twice, and I'm going to arrow over to my last point. Boom. 18.825. So that's how you do all that. Window, we already went over that. I think you're good to go. That's how we do all of them. Good luck. See you tomorrow.